if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened. Let me get my shoes on.
Hold on, your head is bloody.
So we gotta move to the bus.
Let me get my shoes on.
Okay, my shoes down.
Watch out.
Wait.
Donald John Trump, a name that's known around the world, a businessman, reality TV star, and the 45th President of the United States. But Donald Trump's story is far from typical, marked by controversy, triumph, and an undeniable influence on the American politics. His journey to the White House was anything but controversial, and in 2024, after a hard-fought battle, he made history once more. Let's take an in-depth look at life of Donald Trump, the rise of his political career, and how he defied the odds to win the 2024 election. Born on June 14, 1946 in Queens, New York, Donald Trump's roots were firmly planted in the world of real estate. His father, Fred Trump, was a prominent real estate developer who focused on affordable housing in the outer boroughs of New York City. Donald grew up with a front row seat to his father's success, but also to the pressures and challenges that came with it. At the age of 13, Donald was enrolled in the School of New York Military Academy, a prestigious boarding school that would instill in him the discipline and competitive drive that would defy his life today. From there, he went to attend Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania, graduating in 1968 with a degree in economics. Trump's time at Wharton would shape his views on business, and it was during this formative years that he began to see himself as a leader, destined for more than just family business. By the early 1970s, Donald Trump had taken the reins of his father's business, the Trump Organization, and began expanding its portfolio. One of his big major projects was the transformation of the Commodore Hotel in the Grand Yachts, a deal that propelled him into the limelight of New York's elite real estate world. But it was his construction of the Trump Tower in 1983, his 58-story luxury skyscraper, that began his signature symbol. Trump's bold ventures didn't stop at real estate. He expanded his reach into the world of entertainment with Trump Plaza Hotel and Casino, Trump's Shuttle Airline, and Trump's University. Despite facing financial difficulties and multiple bankruptcies, Trump's name came synonymous with excess wealth and unyielding ambition. His knack for publicity and self-promotion kept him relevant in the public eye. In 2004, Trump took his public personnel to new heights by launching The Apprentice, a reality TV show where contestants competed for a chance to work with him in his business empire. The show became a massive success, with Trump's now iconic catchphrase, "You're fired," ingraining itself into the culture. It was on The Apprentice that Trump truly became a household name, attracting millions of views and cementing his role as an authoritative figure in American culture. His television career wasn't just for entertainment. The Apprentice helped sharpen his career as a nonsense businessman and fueled his future politics aspirations. Pause the video real quick, guys, because you haven't liked the video yet. You haven't even subbed, because I know there's about 80% of you that watch this video that aren't even subscribed, so subscribe! Back to the video. By 2015, after years of speculation, Trump made the bold decision to run for president. When Trump announced his candidacy for president in 2015, many dismissed it as a publicity stunt. But over the next 18 months, he shattered expectations. Trump's blunt, rhetoric defiance of the political correctness and promise to drain the swamps resonated with the millions of Americans who felt alienated by the establishment. His path to the Republican nomination was filled with dramatic moments, from debates with rivals like Ted Cruz and Marco Rubio to his infamous Build the Wall. But when election day arrived, the results were nothing short of shocking. Trump won 306 electoral votes, defeating Democratic candidate Hillary Clinton, who won the popular vote by nearly 3 million votes. Trump's victory came down to critical battleground states like Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin, states that hadn't voted for Republican presidents in decades. His appeal to working class voters, especially in the Rust Belt, was undeniable. Trump's victory was a political earthquake, one that shook through America's politics for years to come. During his first term, Trump enacted sweeping changes to American politics landscapes. His tax reform bill in 2017, which slashed corporate taxes and gave individual tax cuts, one of his signature legislative achievements. Trump also focused on deregulation, cutting down on environmental and financial industry regulations, arguing that they were stifling business growth. On the international front, Trump made waves by withdrawing the US from the Paris Climate Agreement, renegotiating trade deals with NAFTA, which became USMCA, and engaging in high-stake diplomatic standoff with North Korea. His America First foreign policy was clear: put the interest of the US above all else. However, Trump's presidency was also marked by controversy. He faced 2 impeachment trials, one in 2019 over the Ukraine scandal and another in 2021 following the Capitol riot. In both cases, he was acquitted, but the political divide in the country was only deepened.
Is not guilty as charged in the article of impeachment. Presiding officer directs judgment to be entered in accordance with the judgment of the Senate as follows. The Senate, having tried Donald John Trump, former President of the United States, upon one article of impeachment exhibited against him by the House of Representatives, and 2/3 of the senators present, not having found him guilty of the charge contained therein, it is therefore ordered and adjudged that the said Donald John Trump be, and he is hereby acquitted of the charge in said article.
After Donald's term, he ran for re-election in 2020, facing Democratic candidate Joe Biden. The election saw an unprecedented turnout, with Biden ultimately securing a victory with 306 electoral votes to Trump's 232. Trump and his supporters claim widespread voter fraud, but multiple investigations and court rulings found no evidence to support these claims. Despite losing, Trump's influence over the Republican Party remained formidable. He continued to promote his American First agenda and shape the party's platform. His post-presidency years were filled with rallies, legal challenges, and speculation about his future political ambitions. In 2024, Trump made a dramatic return to the political scene, announcing he'd be running once again. The 2024 election was fiercely contested, with Trump facing President Joe Biden once again. The race was tight, with both candidates campaigning aggressively in the battleground states. Trump's message of economic recovery, immigration reform, and the national security resonated with millions of voters. As a highly polarizing figure, Trump faced numerous threats throughout his career and election. During his first term, the Secret Service thwarted various plots against him, including intercepted mail containing poison and incredible threats during his rallies. His return to the campaign rally in 2024 brought more attempts, with several foiled plans as security around Trump's remained vigilant.
If you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened. Let me get my shoes on.
Hold on, your head is bloody. So we gotta move to the cars. Move to the cars.
Let me get my shoes on.
Okay, let's shoot down. Let's shoot.
Watch out.
In a surprising event, Joe Biden dropped out of the race and Kamala Harris stepped in as Democratic nominee. Despite her efforts, the election was fiercely contested. Donald Trump had won the presidency with 52% of the popular votes and 310 electoral votes, defeating Kamala Harris in a dramatic comeback victory. Trump's victory marks a stunning return to power as he claims his second term in office. Donald Trump's presidency, both in 2016 and 2024, is etched into American history. His rise to the power disrupted traditional politics, and his influence on the global trade, the economy, and the culture norms is undeniable. But Trump's legacy extends beyond politics. His personnel has influenced everyone from media to social issues. Trump's culture impact is not just politics, but also his ability to dominate headlines. From The Simpsons predicting his presidency to his reality TV status, Trump became a cultural force. Whether loved or loathed, his presidency polarized America like no other. But one thing is clear: Donald Trump will always be a larger-than-life figure.